Today, we're going to do a very simple therapeutic art meditation. So, I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper. You can see I was testing some colors, and I'm just going to use the blank side. And this is an odd shaped piece of paper I had left over from a previous project. And on the white piece of paper, I'm going to just make some scribbles using these Kwik Stix. These are paint sticks that dry very quickly, and this is a great way to just get the garbage in my brain onto paper. If you have been overthinking, if you've been feeling anxious or worried or busy, overwhelmed, this is a great practice to do. I like to see this as though I'm actually putting my chaotic, tangled thoughts onto paper. And as I do, I start unwinding or untangling the noise inside my head. And I've just picked a few colors here. There's not really color theory or skill. I mean, I do think because I've been doing art most of my life, I may have a natural eye for balance, but I want to assure you what we're going to be doing with this. It does not matter if your scribble paper looks balanced. Please, please, please do not concern yourself with how this looks. And you'll see we're going to be cutting this up anyway. So it doesn't matter how this looks. Just let it feel therapeutic. Let it feel good. I hope you find some relief in this scribbling practice. I know I always do. Feels good to make a mess. And it's more that I'm taking the mess in my mind and putting it on paper where I can see it. And I'm detaching from those thoughts. Okay, now we're going to take some paint pens on black paper. If you don't have black paper, you could paint a piece of paper black. But on the black surface, I'm going to just make some smoother marks. I wouldn't call these scribbles necessarily, at least not compared to what I did earlier with the paint sticks. This is a little more flowy. I'm starting to feel more relaxed. I feel better already. And I'll just layer these colors. Again, we're going to cut this thing up, so don't worry how it looks, or, don't be too concerned with how it looks. You'll just want a nice blend of colors together. And I'm going to put this gold on top to give it a little shimmer. Okay, now we're going to take our paper cutter and start slicing and dicing. So I'll be using a hole punch, or a circle punch, I should say, in just a moment. And to get the most out of my paper with the circle punch, I'm just cutting my scribble or sketch paper into smaller pieces. So this doesn't have to be even. Just cut up your scrap paper into smaller sections so the circle punch is more accessible. Okay, we're ready to make some circles. So I'm going to start with this, with the black pieces of paper. This was already dry. And This is about dry, so we're going to go ahead and cut some circles. Actually, that wasn't quite dry, so I'm going to be cutting some of my black paint pen circles in half. I'll be using some half pieces. Okay, now we're dry, so we can go ahead and circle punch our color scribble paper. Just seeing if I have room for one more, and sure enough, I do. These are so cute. I love how they look, the scribbles on the circles. This is where it starts to feel really satisfying to me. I'm organizing my chaotic thoughts. It's such a good metaphor for letting things happen and being okay with the ups and downs. In retrospect, it all makes sense. Things, the events in our life, the thoughts that we have, it all starts to add up. And for me to do this in art, where I take the scribbles, cut them into circles, and then line them up on a piece of paper is so satisfying and stress relieving. This is like my ultimate relaxation. Visibly, I love how things look lined up. But these circles are also, they're so beautiful. They have these beautiful colors dancing together. So now that I've lined up all the scribble color pieces, I'm taking those black half circles and covering some of the other circles, covering half of them. So this is an organized collage, you could say. And just letting myself drop these in where it feels good. Letting myself balance. So this is where maybe there is some aesthetic choice, more intention with creating balance. And here it is on a larger piece of paper. I kind of want to shrink this down and have the circles closer together. So let's try this on a piece of 6 by 8 inch paper. Yeah, this is feeling really good on my eyeballs, to my mind. I like how it looks with these closer together. So that's today's art, our art meditation practice. And this felt really good to me. It was really satisfying. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.